And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Well, good afternoon and happy Monday to everybody out there. Tanner Brammer here with a midday update on what we can expect for the rest of the day. As of right now, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, already seeing temperatures in the 80s in Amarillo and lots of other cities. Temperatures warming up a few more degrees to get into the mid to upper 80s for a good portion of the region. Temperatures may hit that 90-degree mark today before we look to cool down just slightly later in the day today. Winds probably a bit breezy later this evening into the night. You see at 6 o'clock, winds out of the southwest at about 20 to 30 miles per hour, possibly some higher gusts, or I'm going to say certainly some higher gusts possible. Easily up to 40 miles per hour. Could see a gust of 50 here and there, especially over toward those New Mexico counties, over toward Tucumcari, Clovis. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys gust upwards of 50 miles an hour. Winds calm just a little bit tonight, but not really all that much, at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. A little bit of a breezy morning as you're waking up for your Tuesday, but you see the winds really start to amp up late in the morning into the afternoon. By 12 o'clock tomorrow, winds upwards of 35 miles an hour still coming out of the southwest, and they just keep building from there. Could see sustained winds at about 30 to 40 miles per hour throughout the day tomorrow. We are officially under first alert for these strong winds and dry conditions. Gusts could approach 70 miles an hour in some of these windier locations, but things do look to calm down late tomorrow night as a cold front will come through, bringing in some northerly winds and kind of calming things down. Now, it's going to be very dry throughout the rest of the day today, through the night, and through the day tomorrow. We are under a red flag warning for the rest of the day today. That does last through the night, as we're not going to see much relief in that dry air, and throughout the entire day tomorrow as well. It expires tomorrow night at midnight. You see temperatures in these, or dew point temperatures in the single digits with air temperatures in the 80s. That makes for very, very dry air, and you see not really getting much relief overnight. Tomorrow, dew points possibly in the negative. So not only is it going to be very, very windy, it's also going to be very dry. That fire risk is going to be absolutely critical during the day tomorrow. So definitely smart fire safety tips: no cigarette butts out the window, no open flame activities, no anything that might spark even a little bit of a fire. But like I said, that cold front that comes through tomorrow night, that'll bring in, I'm not going to say moist air, but it's going to bring in some less dry air into the region. So taking a look at that 7-day supercast, once again, we are under officially first alert for the day on Tuesday. Temperatures getting up to the low 70s, noticeably cooler than what we saw today. Cold front comes through and that cools things down for the rest of the week. You see highs maybe not getting out of the 50s on Wednesday. Those north winds were relatively calmer than what we'll see today and tomorrow. Then staying in the 60s for the rest of the week before we look to warm back up going into the weekend.